Let's just get this right. Oh yeah. Namaste one and all, welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you are all doing well today. I really do hope that. I actually wanted to make an extra video today because I wanted to react to an article from ESPN, more of a conventional Chelsea news video, taking you through an article referencing Harry Kane, the big transfer story, and if Chelsea actually have a snowball's chance in hell, at least, of signing England's captain, the big striker. Chelsea apparently looking to throw players at Tottenham, maybe not literally, but put them into the bargain as part of a rebuild as well as money, because Chelsea have a massive squad as well as a lot of money. So maybe they could coax Tottenham into it. I'm going to take you through the article today and give you my opinion on it, give you the information and opinions. That's what you want, right? And if you like that, you should subscribe to this channel. I feel like I should do a better call to action to get people to subscribe. What do YouTubers do? Hey, subscribe if you're an absolute legend. Oh man. Anyway, go check out Football Yannick. It's another channel I've started, and I'm talking about Harry Kane, other transfers, other clubs. You might dig it. Link is in the description. I'll get there eventually as we roll into the big story of today's video: Harry Kane's potential yet unlikely Chelsea transfer. So yes, I will be citing this article. It's from ESPN. Someone talking about some news they potentially heard. Do I believe it? I have no idea, but hey, it's not about what we believe here on Football Therapy. It's about reacting to the news headlines and seeing what we think. Myself and you guys, we take each other's hands and we walk. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's start reading. Chelsea are willing to offer several different players, including Tammy Abraham and Kepa and Alternatives, in a player plush cash deal for Harry Kane, but fear Tottenham would not do business with them, sources have told ESPN. The Blues are ready to join the race for the 27-year-old, along with United and City, after news emerged on Monday evening that Kane wants to leave. The transfer is not straightforward, given that Kane has 3 years remaining on his Spurs contract, and Chairman Daniel Levy is likely to demand a fee in the region of £150 million. Interesting, yes, we know he's going to demand that much. If you watch that Harry Kane interview with Gary Neville, it was really interesting how Kane went, well, you know, I might be worth 100 million. It's an opportunity to get 100 million for me, when perhaps in the future you won't, because I'm at my peak value. He probably hated it, the fact how Gary Neville laughed and went, ha, start by adding, start the value at 200 million. He probably looked at him and was like, mate, what are you doing? I'm trying to get out of it and you're trying to price me out of a transfer. Levy's going to ask for a horrendous amount of P's, arguably too much. It's the Wilfried Zaha Galactico version of the Wilfried Zaha situation. Worth more to Tottenham, maybe, than he is to other clubs in terms of how much they have to pay. You see what I'm saying? Let's read on. Kane believes there's an agreement in place with Levy that would look favourably on his desire to move this summer, having agreed to stay an extra season after seeking a new club last year. Potential suitors have therefore been encouraged that Levy may reluctantly sanction a move, although would prefer not to strengthen a domestic rival, a stance that arguably most affects Chelsea. A fractious relationship between the London clubs dates back to Levy's reluctance to sanction a move for Luka Modric to Chelsea in 2011, despite the midfielder expressing his desire to join them. Chelsea also beat Spurs to the signing of Willian. So yeah, Tottenham really don't like Chelsea in terms of transfers and doing business. Of course, we're a London rival. We're better than them successfully in terms of recent trophies and other ways. Lol lol lol. But yeah, Modric wanted to join Chelsea. He wasn't allowed, and it worked out because he went to Real Madrid, and I heard he did alright over there. But he wanted to go to Chelsea, and they didn't let him go. Also, Willian, we all know the Willian Charney ate to Tottenham. He was having a medical at Tottenham, got the call from Chelsea, hopped off the table, and went to Southwest London. These reasons alone are massive reasons for Daniel Levy to absolutely detest Chelsea, and the idea at the moment of selling Harry Kane to the blue side of London probably turns his stomach. But it will be funny Anyway, let's read on. Chelsea are mindful that Levy would need to rebuild in the wake of Kane's departure and believe Abraham and or Kepa may offer some appeal. Kepa offer some appeal? Striker Abraham is available for transfer this summer, with Chelsea valuing the striker for around £40 million. That figure is based on his form prior to the coronavirus pandemic, when he scored 15 times for Chelsea between August 2019 and March 2020, in addition to his first international goal for England. However, his last Premier League goal came in December, and he's been frozen out under Thomas Tuchel. Relations have sourced Abraham's girlfriend Leah Monroe branded the decision to leave him out the squad altogether for the FA Cup final as a joke. Abraham is clearly not Kane's level, but would be at least like-for-like replacement with the potential to improve. Thing is, Tammy Abraham is worth money for Chelsea. 2 years left on his deal, young England international, 15 Premier League goals in his debut season for Chelsea wearing the number 9, and really good character to have around the dressing room. All that part of his profile is good value, and Tottenham would probably have him as a striker, provided they could get other players to chip in loads of goals as well and rebuild structurally. Tammy Abraham could get to 18 to 22 Premier League goals a season if he's given the chance and he develops well into his 20s. Chelsea want a 22 plus goal a season Premier League striker right now without any developmental process. Do you know what I mean? They'd probably like to keep Abraham and him to sign a new deal and protect their financial asset, but Abraham wants to be playing understandably, and who knows, maybe he'll go to Tottenham. But the thing is, he's a Chelsea boy and he's an Arsenal boy. His family are all Arsenal fans. He's come through the Chelsea academy. Does he want to go and play for Tottenham? I mean, maybe because he's ambitious, he's his idol as a striker is Harry Kane. He said that before many times. So maybe if he thinks, look at that stadium, look at that training ground, I could be the number 9 as a job, I mean, Chelsea froze him out. He didn't want to leave. Maybe that's an option for him. Let's see what they say about Kepa. Goalkeeper Kepa has found himself behind Edouard Mendy in the pecking order under both Tuchel and his predecessor Lampard. There is a recognition that given his £71.4 million fee paid to Atletico Bilbao in 2018, they will have to take a significant financial hit. But using him as a make-weight to sign Kane could be a workable solution. The Spain international has made just 13 appearances for Chelsea all season. Now, Kepa is a bit of a meme in many ways, but he shouldn't be, because he's proven to be a good goalkeeper. Well, I watched him in that 18-19 season under Sarri. He was very good. Real Madrid wanted him. Chelsea's been scouting him for a while. It's a confidence thing that, hit his confidence and his value plummeted. Real football scouts will look at what he can do and, offer him a new club, new opportunity to restart and be like, you know what, he's a good goalkeeper. Hugo Lloris is well into his 30s now, and they'll need a long-term replacement. Maybe they'll be thinking Kepa makes sense if they can get him for half price. One source has suggested Callum Hudson-Odoi could be an alternative, given he has just started 10 Premier League games all season, although the club has previously rejected offers from Bayern Munich for the 20-year-old in the hopes he could still yet thrive at Stamford Bridge. Fact remains, whatever package Chelsea put together, City and United are ahead of them in the race, given they do not have the same history or geographical proximity. That's the truth. To be honest, if Daniel Levy could choose, he'd probably say go to Man United, with a big club name. They'll pay more than Man City, you'd imagine, because Man City generally don't spend more than 55-60 million per player. But you can imagine United, despite what the United fans think about the Glazers, they will spend a lot, 90 million on Pogba, 80 or 85 million on Harry Maguire. If they feel like they need a particular player, they'll spend big on said player. So Levy, in an ideal world for Daniel Levy, he'll sell Harry Kane to PSG for £200 million. But he knows that's not going to happen. Kane wants to stay in England, so he's like, right, Man United pay 150 million, or, the highest bidder. If they say the max United bid is 80 million, and the max City bid is something similar, but Chelsea come along with 110 million, that might be enough to tip it. I think they'd probably take a financial hit rather than selling to Chelsea to an extent. But if Chelsea say, here's Tammy Abraham and £80 million, Levy would probably go, all right, to be honest, yeah, here you go, Tammy, come and score some Premier League goals for us, and we're going to buy 3 players with this 80 million, and Kane, injury record, closing in on 30, they could probably just about swallow it. I doubt they'd go for the Kepa Arrizabalaga thing. I mean, I doubt this story has got much truth in it at all, to be honest, but I doubt they'd go for Kepa. And the Callum Hudson-Odoi thing, I don't buy at all. Would Callum want to go there? I mean, I don't know how much emotion he's got left connected to Chelsea. after everything that's happened. But Callum, I wouldn't sit right with me for Callum Hudson-Odoi balling out for Tottenham Hotspur for a decade because we wanted 2 years of Harry Kane. Yes, Harry Kane's obviously a lot better right now than Hudson-Odoi in terms of what he'll do in the league, but it just doesn't sit right with me. Anyway, what do you guys think? I've taken you through the article, given you my opinion on the information that the sources have given ESPN. So comment your thoughts down below, drop a like if you want to support me, and make sure you click that link in the description to go subscribe to Football Yannick, my other channel, where you can watch more content. That's it, my friends. Enjoy the football, and I'll see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo, chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.